Hello friends, Purple Doom here with Let's Play Minecraft episode 11, and before we, get into the meat of the episode, I think I have a little bit of a backstory for you. We're moving out of this house, and we're going to find a new location to build a new house, but, it'd be boring if I just left it at that, so I've got a little story to go along with it. So, pull up your chair, snuggle up in a blanket, and you get your little hot cup of coffee or hot chocolate, depending on whichever you like. And maybe a few marshmallows, I don't know, and get ready for a story. It's unavoidable. It's time for me to move out. Living under your parents' roof is both a blessing and a curse. You reap the benefits of their loving care, yet you're forced to obey their commands and change your desires to coincide with theirs. It's a tightrope, and this time, I've lost my balance. Around my 18th birthday, I became a rather reclusive person from my parents. Sure, I had dinner with them and watched the occasional TV show, but there was nothing substantial between us. I could tell they sensed this change. It was for the better, though, as I was engaging in some activities in which I figured they would not approve. I feared greatly of being found out, yet refused to give up my vice. It was only a matter of time before they found out, and the thrill of living on the edge enhanced my joy. One fateful evening, however, the cat was out of the bag. Father barged into my room as he owned the house and has almighty authority. His jaw dropped and he was found speechless. Before he could find his words, I attempted to defend myself. Dad, it's a good show. It's well written, and the characters have... You watch My Little Pony? My son is a fruit cup! Dad, you don't understand. Like 80% of the viewer base is male. I knew you were hiding something, but... You're gay? What? I'm not gay, Dad. I have a girlfriend. Yeah, she's just your cover girl to fool us. Isn't that a makeup line? See, you even know about beauty products. So that's where your mom's missing makeup has been going. Dad, she's forgetful and she loses stuff. I don't have makeup. I'm not gay. I'm disgraced to call you my son. Get out of my house, he shouted as he stomped his way down the stairs. He refused to listen to my defense. The real truth, however, was that when I reached legal age, I began to participate in the stock market, buying when it was low and selling when it was high. It all started with just a few thousand a month, but it soon got blown way out of proportions. I was following businesses, I was reading stock reports, and I was able to decipher who would succeed and who would fail. My investments grew exponentially to insane amounts. My parents had vices of their own. My father was a bit of a drinker and loved to gamble, and my mother was a shopaholic. Both were in debt and struggled monthly to pay bills. If they discovered that I deal monthly the equivalent of what they collectively make in a year, I'd never live it down. They would constantly hound me for money, to bail them out of debt, to buy them new things. I wouldn't be getting the allowance, I would be giving it. And that's just something I refuse to live with. Mother inched her way up the stairs. I could hear her light weeping on her way up. I descended one level. She was a wreck. She couldn't stand to see her baby go. How will you make it on your own? How will you take care of yourself? She sniveled. Being as vague as possible, I reassured her that I was capable of taking care of myself. I spent the next few hours packing to the tune of Dad's homophobic mumbling and Mother soiling her beautiful face with tears. What a wonderful going-away party, huh? I kind of figured they'd react this way, and that's why I wanted to keep it a secret. It was all secrets and lies with my parents. Secrets and lies. I walked out that front door and never looked back. That was the end of one chapter in my life, and the beginning of a whole new one. A blank page was before me to scrawl my story in, and I planned on making it a good one. I followed the all-too-familiar shoreline, the one I'd walked many a time before, past the jutting mountains near the edge of my map. Upon seeing the surface lava pool, I realized that this is the farthest I'd ever been from home. But it wasn't going to stop me. Expecting to move out in the near future, a few years ago I drew up house plans for a dream home of mine. Back then it was a dream, but with my overflowing coffers, this dream will surely be a reality. I began my search for a plot of land suitable for my extravagant taste. I searched high and low, high and low. Nearing the end of my patience, I stumbled across a small, uninhabited village. Taking refuge in the most fortified building, I hunkered down for the night. I decided then and there that I would build my house close to this village, as it gave me refuge. I awoke the next morning and performed a cursory search of the outlying land. The desert, although dry and devoid of life, is very flat and would thus require very little movement of earth on my part. Great! An empty plot of land. Now the work begins. I laid the foundation for my home in stone and filled the floor in with wood. Upon adding the next few layers of stone to the walls, I promptly ran out. Trekking the short distance back to my temporary base camp, I waited for nightfall. The next day I sent for the rest of my belongings. I had left some stone and wood back home due to my rucksack already being full. Thankfully, my trustworthy friend returned with the much-needed supplies. Finishing the walls for the bottom floor, I took a break from moving all these heavy blocks of stone to install windows. It not only spruces up the place, but it adds a bit of natural light to such a dank environment. The hiatus from hard work was short-lived, however, when it came to the second floor. Laying wood flooring can cause quite a backache if it's not done properly. As a bit of decoration, and more importantly a defense mechanism, I added stairs along the perimeter of the house in order to prevent spiders from breaching the walls. Noticing how dark it was, though, chandeliers would definitely have to be next. Creative lighting can add so much to a room. And what's a second floor without a roof? I'm thinking arches. That'd be pretty cool. Very time-consuming, but totally worth it in the long run. After all, arches are the most effective load-bearing supports. Alrighty then, time to connect all of them to each other. It'll make a beautiful ceiling. But what's a castle, though, without a center spire? It's rather dangerous to elevate yourself so high without scaffolding, but I believe in my ability to cling for dear life. And now for the 2 guard towers. We need some sort of construction that will provide a 360-degree viewing angle, yet keep it classy with the castle theme. A ladder to the top seems like the most reasonable choice. Very space efficient as well. Now to just duplicate it to the other side. I'll have to work on the courtyard next time. I've been exiled from home, scolded, and disowned, and I couldn't be any happier.